was out with the horses, and then I saw this girl, all full of bounce she was, all full of bounce. And she had a sister, and one Sunday the two sisters came up to please me.
Arthur, do you fancy having a game of table tennis sometime?
Well, I'm afraid that started things. And then she left school and came to work for us. Very convenient. And things developed from there. But I do remember we'd all be warm and safe in the barn, and she'd be out in the field chopping kale. And chopping kale was an awful job. Well, how old would she be then? 16? 16. Yeah. I remember summer mornings. I'd be up bright and early because I knew she'd be doing her dairying. And I'd pretend to fiddle around with my hives. It'd be just a chance to have some quiet time on our own together. Oh, those summer mornings. They were as near to paradise as I've ever been. Oh, she was a country girl. Oh, yeah. She was a country girl. Oh, yeah. A country girl.
Arthur, I better go and milk those cows before they burst.
I knew just how they were feeling. Anyway, as you might imagine, pretty soon we was wed.
Frida's father was the Bleasby blacksmith, so this further integrated us into the village life.
A group of us used to go to the pub almost every Saturday night, the Adam and Eve. There's a little room there called the Snug that we used to try and occupy if we got there in time, before anyone else, and kept it. You see, the pub was also extensively patronised by the aircrew from the camp at Wickenby. And I don't remember there being any ill feeling.
Don't know where old Eddie's got to.
He's gone to change the barrel, apparently.
Takes time to add that much water.
Absolutely.
I say, you from the base?
That's right. Eat, drink and be merry, 'cause tomorrow and all that. You're one of those Conchies from Bleasby, aren't you?
I can't deny it. I don't suppose we're too popular with you chaps.
Well, perhaps not with the more gung-ho of us, but to be honest with you, old chap, for 2 pins I could have joined you. But I love flying. Too good an opportunity to miss.
I think I know where you're coming from, old man. I was in the cavalry cadets at Oxford.
Which college?
At Balliol.
I'm a Christ's man.
You see, I have a passion for horses. There's not much call for a cavalry charge these days. But had there been, who knows what I might have done.
Well, in the end, you do what you do. I'm Peter, by the way.
Dick, pleased to meet you. I tell you what, I've got a bit of an idea. We have a bunch of rather patriotic hens at our place. More eggs than we know what to do with. What say, if it fits the bill, if I were to drop some round to the camp for you one day?
Well, that's very kind. Me and my crew will treat ourselves to some celebratory scrambled eggs after our next mission. It's our last one, and that's our tour of duty done. Ah, Eddie, we began to think you defected to Munich. 7 pints of our usual poison, and 1 for my friend here.
Thank you. Following week, I took some eggs up to the camp and I asked for Peter, but they told me he'd gone.
In the evenings,
Late evenings.
When work really had ended.
Whole crowded room.
People in various postures.
By 1944-45, we had regular play readings in the wintertime.
Bernard Shaw was our Bible. Arms and the Man our favourite.
oh, how ridiculous! War, war! The dream of patriots and heroes! A fraudulently, a hollow sham!
The talk was very, very academic. Did me good. My education stopped when I was 14.
Of course, we had a lot of very musical people who were very keen on classical music.
I didn't know anything about music. I didn't know any of that deep stuff. It used to be a bore. And later on, you know, they'd have the musical evenings. You'd gather, you'd sigh and look in the air and stuff. I wondered what the hell they were doing, I really did. Anyway, that's my practical approach to it. And with painting, look, with painting, things should look like the thing you're supposed to be painting. And you can sometimes get a better likeness with a camera, you know. They got all wrapped up in their art, so they did. It seemed to be a useless occupation, but they liked it. So that was all right. That was all right with me.
Just
No,
shut up!
no, let's go.
Shut up! Why are you always here?
Who's cut my button off?
What are you, not a Just give me some space, will you?
For my father, Bobby Walshaw, community living became unbearable. I got a bit brassed off. I think it was the friction with so many people living in a community together. I guess I wasn't built for it, and it's not for nothing that the sort of family system has evolved, where people live in their own homes and they live their own little lives. And I think what we were trying to do was something quite unnatural. That is to say that the 12 men, 3 or 4 women, all living together, working in the same place, living in the same place, and the friction started to build, and I felt I wasn't emotionally, that I was being emotionally damaged!
We had all sorts of working committees. We had an arable committee.
Arable committee, yes. Good.
So, what's the yield going to be this year in bushels?
To the nearest peck.
Yes.
To the nearest peck.
We had a milk committee.
Oh, yes. Milk committee, good.
Is Columbine in calf yet?
Yes, I've spotted she's been freshly penetrated.
That is good news.
And we had a pig committee.
A poultry committee.
Farm management committee.
Farmer.
And a domestic
Domestic committee.
All them committees.
And then, of course, we had an executive committee, which used to collate the work of all the other committees, and we used to stay up very late at night, and it used to get very, very abrasive.
Since when were you the boss anyway?
You're so negative. You've nothing ever to say that's any use. Just shut up.
Oh!
I thought this was supposed to be a democratic community.
It's like Animal fucking Farm all over again.
Forget all that community bullshit. Money still talks.
You don't know your bloody arse from your stinking elbow.
But we haven't got to AOB yet.
I don't know. I think when we get married, things got a bit more complicated. Maybe some of the wives didn't see eye to eye with other people. I don't know all the complications, but then there's the children. I think you have to be very dedicated and very self-denying to live and work in a community. I can understand monks doing it.
Community? To me? It was foreign. It was foreign to me, the whole idea of community. I mean, they start them up nowadays, don't they? You see it all the time on the telly. What do? They get the thing going, and then they make the same mistakes as we did. You mark my words, the husbands and wives, firstly, I get a bit mixed up, so to speak. That's bound to happen, you'll be warned. That's my experience. And then later on, I remember on one community, it was pea picking time. Well, they got all the peas that were in the corner of the field, and then they sat down and they pulled off the pods, and then they had a reading. They had a poetry reading. Well, they hadn't got a clue.
Well, Roy's father left him what seemed to us then an enormous sum of money. I can't remember how much, but it was enough for him to buy another farm. Well, Roy put a little item in the wall newspaper asking for suggestions for a proper use of his money. I can't remember what suggestions were made, but what he decided to do was to buy Ivy Lodge Farm. Now Roy wanted to run the farm on a profit-sharing basis rather than a pocket money basis. And by this time, I think, Vic and I were getting a little tired of the 5 shillings a week, and we thought a profit-sharing basis sounded rather more promising. So we were among the people who decided to leave with Roy.
Well, Roy,
Well, Dick,
we've been through quite a journey together. Still doing so, I trust.
yes. But be honest with me, Cord. Is there somewhere deep down inside you're thinking, that rotter Broadbent's not left me in the shit again?
No, not deep down. It's right at the top of my consciousness. But seriously, Roy, I'm pleased for you. You're a free spirit. You need to be true to yourself. And besides, you did get to build that Dutch barn. And last time I looked, it's still standing.
It's just that last night, well, Dee went all the doodah. She was worrying awfully that we might be leaving you in a pretty difficult situation.
I tell her she's being perfectly ridiculous. There are more than enough of us here to make a go of the place. Roy, you are a restless soul. You always need to be finding something new. That's your nature. Yes. In the end, I suppose you do what you do.
And we're only just down the road after all.
There's the rub. As soon as your tractor won't start, you'll be up here pinching Arthur. I know.
Still friends then?
Still friends.
They were still my friends, but they'd gone from Bleasby, and Bleasby was my concern. I thought it was everybody else's, but well, apparently that wasn't quite true. We kept going, 6 of us, for a few years after the war, even started to turn a little bit of a profit. But the spirit wasn't there anymore. It was staring us in the face. Only at first I didn't want to see it. We used to have these meetings on a Friday. And the idea of these Friday meetings was that you dealt with any problems, any disagreements. Otherwise they could build up. And on this particular Friday we were talking about something. And the fact that some people weren't pulling their weight came up. And I said, well, I think it's getting a little bit too much. I said, I think it's putting a bit on all the rest of us. And then I said, well, I don't think much to that. That's all I thought about it. I didn't think anything else. But from that, well, I think it just sapped the branches.